And it turns out that the other brother was an activist in this and ran security for it. You literally have ISIS supporting, ISIS pledged, ISIS took responsibility within 2 hours. The media, for 8 or 9 hours, wouldn't say it here. There was still articles last night in the news saying it was a hate crime against gay people. It was a jihad attack. And yes, that's part of it. But you ignore why it was done. And so you have the people completing the smuggling process with Obama, ignoring law, not vetting them, bringing them in. Trump says we got to vet these people, and they go, racist, racist. Yeah, how'd that racist call help you when most of the people that got shot were Latino there at this event? You know that, right? How'd that work out for you? There was an article from WorldNet Daily yesterday that in the avalanche of news didn't get any attention. Kit Daniels has written an article around it. It just went live on Infowars.com. And it is just adds to everything we already knew. This is so bombshell. If Trump doesn't use this against Hillary, he is insane. And I know he's not insane. He's crazy like a fox. So we're going to get this info to Trump. We need to tweet this at Donald J. Trump right now. And we need your help to get this article that just went up on The Real Alex Jones on Twitter and send this out to Donald J. Trump and others. Because WorldNet Daily broke this, and we actually were just talking to Joseph Farah about getting the whistleblower on from DHS. I'm talking minutes ago. And this got no attention. This is incredible. Hillary's State Department blocked investigation into Orlando killer's mosque. Just like the Justice Department blocked an investigation into the San Bernardino Mosque and the particular husband and wife team that were going to Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, just like this latest shooter did. Isn't that incredible? Hillary Clinton's State Department shut down an investigation of the mosque Orlando killer Omar Mateen attended because it unfairly singled out Muslims. And this is the mosque. We have the clip. We played it yesterday where the imam goes on the news and says, out of compassion, we must kill homosexuals. It is the law. We must kill them. In fact, let's just play this guy. He has the slimiest voice. This is in English. And he's like perching like a buzzard or a carrion crow. Here it is.
Death is the sentence. I mean, look. There's nothing to be embarrassed about this. That death is the sentence. We have to have that compassion for people. With homosexuality, the same. Out of compassion, let's get rid of him now.
Let's get rid of him. I mean, he's like a cartoon character out of Pink Panther or something. And so you have to get it over with. We have to kill them out of compassion. Yeah. The slimy, wimpy guy. I mean, why are these guys so freaking wimpy? But they're just so evil. But let me tell you who's really evil is the controlled, filthy left, blaming patriots and veterans and gun owners and true constitutional classical liberals, Thomas Jefferson types like myself. And I'm not comparing myself to Thomas Jefferson. I'm saying I like his views. A classical liberal. Yes, I can sign on to that. George Washington was a classical conservative. I mean, I follow kind of a mix of their two views. I really resonate with both of them. Jefferson sometimes probably went too far when it came to freedom. He was a supporter of the French Revolution early on until they even tried to kill him. And then had to admit later that Washington had been right. But I digress here. Guns. In areas that have guns, you have lower crime. And you've got these domesticated liberals and gays and people that just think part of being gay or part of being liberal, as MSNBC told them, is you're disarmed. The MSNBC crew has bodyguards. Bloomberg has bodyguards. Michael Moore has bodyguards. Do you understand that if they would have had concealed carry in that nightclub, you would not have had this happen? Do you understand? Of a few people, but you have laws even against the people that work there having guns. It's insane to have a giant nightclub. They can be the target of robbery, you name it, and not have at least one paid cop there. I mean, if I ran a nightclub or even a big restaurant or a movie theater, nowadays I would have 2 cops there during peak hours. They're not very expensive. $25, $30 an hour. It absolutely... Again, if you're not going to let people defend themselves, at least have off-duty police officers there. And there was an off-duty cop to stop this. And now we learned some coward wanted to get out with their boyfriends. And so he blocked the door so that the guy couldn't chase them so nobody else could get out. That's like the Titanic. Oh, my gosh, we're sinking. Lock up, the people in steerage and the people in third class so they can't get out and get to the lifeboats. You'd have 2 people in one lifeboat and 10 in another. And, the lifeboats could carry 100 people each. But everybody ran off, so almost everybody else drowned because the average lifeboat had like 15 people in it. Totally sick, totally evil, totally out of control. And nowadays you see this, whether it's in Korea or whether it's in Greece or whether it's in Italy. A ship will be run aground and the captain just abandons ship on a helicopter in the first 2 minutes. And then it takes hours for it to sink. It's like people are so self-centered, they have this thrill in screwing others over. So in a way, who's worse, the guy that went and killed 49 people or the people that out of their own selfishness and cowardice aided him in doing it? We've got that clip coming up, too. This is just over the top. Stay with us. You ever wondered how the New World Order would take down America? It's allied with radical Islam. Russia knows that and has come out and exposed that and gotten into the fact that they are going to be resisting it. Say what you want about Russia. It is not allied with radical Islam. The criminals that run our government are. And this story's up on Infowars.com. Coworker, reported nightclub killer, ignored because of political correctness. Bosses refused to act on Omar Mateen's unhinged behavior because he was a Muslim. Yeah, 2 years ago, while working for contractors under DHS, he would threaten people, you better watch it, I've got terrorist ties. I'll kill you. And he's just such a punk, such a little piece of garbage trying to be a man. They all have this gangbanger, crazy look in their eye, like they're going to be somebody. And I'm telling you, it's this mutation between kind of hip-hop gangster culture and Islam that is creating these slugs. And if you want to know the MO of the first wave of this new Islamic Tet offensive against the West, it's going to be domestic Muslims, first generation, that's who it's been, who don't feel accepted in society and who want to be somebody. They want to be rock stars. And then you got their other family members every time who are involved in the whole Democratic Party apparatus of the Islamification of the country, bringing in more jihadists and then making money off the process of housing them and getting them on welfare, just like Democrats bring the illegals in from Latin America and China and teach them how to get in the system. And the government pays up to $7,500 a month for groups of 3, quote, migrants in your home. And these are just the tow hook, the throw cable, for the next bigger wave. Just like we told you 2 years ago, the migrant wave out of Latin America was going to be much, much bigger when the next wave came, and now they're saying it's 3 times what the last one was. We're talking doubling and tripling every few years how big this takeover is. And look, if you're watching us on TV, the gang-banging nature of the disgusting, narcissistic selfie. If I see one more man or one more woman making duck lips, I'm going to pull what's left of my hair out. It's this self-satisfied, I'm smart, I'm cool. Here. Where men and women go, and it's like, I'm cool. And they take a picture of themselves. What in Hades is going on? And then I love how there's no logic in these people. He goes, he's a Hillary supporter, registered Democrat. His family's involved in the globalist takeover. You got whatever her name is, the jihadi with Saudi Arabia and hooked all up with the open borders and the rest of it. I mean, basically, Saudi Arabia controls Hollywood to a great extent, tells Hollywood what they can and can't do. And then the quote, gay community grovels to you and says, we're sorry about right-wing hate mongers not liking you. We know you're sweet. We know you love us. We know it's lies that you kill gays. Drop on by, have a good time. Come up and see me sometime, baby. And they come and shoot you. And then the liberal sides turn around and attack. Guess who today? Me, as usual. I'm an Islamophobe. And they make these major Hollywood movies now where they just have random people stand up at town halls and go, I hate black people and I hate Muslims and I want to kill everybody because I heard it from Alex Jones. Alex Jones. It's a David Cross's movie. I mean, it's just, and it turns out it's all government funded. To just put these messages out. Why? Because I don't want my daughters to be sexually mutilated and have bags put over their heads? You're like, oh, that's not going to happen to you. Maybe not this generation. What about if you're in Macedonia? It's already happening. What if you're in Serbia? It's already happening. And then if you fight back in Macedonia or Serbia, they call you a war criminal and come bomb you. So let me get into the news in these clips. I want to thank Drudge for caring about the country and magnifying the WorldNet Daily story that we just basically expanded on up at Infowars.com. It's on the top corner of DrudgeReport.com. We'll put it on screen for TV viewers. Hillary State Department blocked investigation into Orlando killer's mosque. Boom. We click on that for you. And it follows the exact same MO that we have seen time and time again. San Bernardino, the FBI was blocked 2 years before the attack from investigating the mosque and the specific two shooters. And the agents were put under criminal investigation for possible indictment for civil rights violations. Hillary Clinton State Department shut down an investigation of the mosque. Orlando killer Omar Mateen attended because it unfairly singled out Muslims. That's right. There's no Islamic terror. Hillary won't even say it. I can't go to Saudi Arabia and wear a cross around my neck. I will be arrested. If I was gay and walked down the street and openly admitted, holding hands with another man, that I would be taken to jail, convicted, and executed within 1 month. My head would be chopped from my shoulders. Now, you can debate whether, I don't like what's being pushed in the schools. I don't like the brazen arrogance of the leftist gay community that just wants to be the center of attention with all this flamboyant bull and says, they have to run all the agendas and run all the education systems, so that they're not treated unfairly. You want to grandstand and take over the culture? I'm against that. I'm against a cult taking over. And that's what leftist gaydom is. It's just another globalist cult. I don't hate you for who you are or who you're attracted to. I mean, give me a break. You just want to be a victim, so you want to sit here and claim I'm against you. It's a total load of bull. The left chooses Islam over gays. Now 100 people are dead or maimed in Orlando. And then it's photos of Islamic State, how they execute people. They get up on a tall building and sit there all day and sometimes kill over 100 people at once, throwing homosexual men off of buildings. And the weird thing about Islam is you can have sex with somebody that doesn't have hair on them if it's a young boy, but you don't with another man. It should be the other way around. Having sex with the kids illegal and degenerate. And I'm telling you, man, it's freakazoid. It's freakazoid. It's crazy. And to watch all these stupid, trendy social justice warriors putting rainbow flags up all over their Facebook and Twitters, that's not the answer to stop the killing. You think you're going to reason with an Islamic fascist? They're going to come and kill you. So go ahead and hang that out. They're coming to your gay pride parades. They're coming looking for the flag, stupid. You're not going to sit there and fly it and then have them capitulate. See, that's been done here because the West is open and loving and the fount of the Renaissance and the Enlightenment and live and let live. And you think bullying and taking over the culture here was some conquering conquest you were on? No. You're trying to take over free thought in the West and get rid of our free speech via political correctness and take over the educational systems and ban what Christian preachers can say and do. Do you understand? True open society, you can have any view you want or practice you want as long as you don't hurt other people. Comprende? Do you get that through your fake liberal brain? I'm a liberal, you're not. You understand that? It's not liberal to ban speech. It's not liberal to want to arrest preachers that criticize homosexuality. It's not liberal to say we're going to ban the word mother and father or he or she in school entrance forms because someone might not have a mother or father and it hurts them. If I have a mother and father, that's my heritage. I'm allowed to have something that someone else doesn't have. Sorry, it hurts their feelings. This is the ultimate bizarro collectivism trash of a group of